Over to Rockford, where fires breaking out remain a big concern for our community. In some cases ending in loss of life. And we're learning that we've caught up with the total fatalities of previous years in just 4 months. Let's walk you through the current numbers from the Rockford Fire Department. In 2020, officials confirmed 3 people died. In 2021 and 2022, 2 people in both years died. And this year, in 2023, Rockford officials say 3 people have died since the beginning of the year, matching the number of deaths in 2020. They also say none of the buildings had functioning smoke detectors at the time of those fires. And just over a month ago, Rockford Fire responded to one of those fatal fire calls on Central Avenue, prompting them to provide assistance to nearby neighborhoods. 13 WRX's Dylan Valencia joins us by a near fire department. Dylan, what's taking place today the community needs to be aware of?
Yeah, Manny, I am here outside of Fire Station 6, and I want to just show you right here this sign. It says working detectors saves lives, and that is exactly what is happening. What all of this is about. Today at 1 p.m., they will be going to neighborhoods near that Central Avenue home where that fire took place, door to door, installing smoke detectors absolutely free of charge, and they want to continue to remind the community of the urgency of fire safety.
Happens. So the best thing to do is get it in now, have it properly installed, check it every month. So if the worst case scenario happens and you have a fire at your house, you have all of the best tools that you can possibly have in order to make sure that you, your loved ones, your friends, your family can all get out safely as quickly as possible. And the fire department can be notified as early as possible to limit the damage and the hazards from the fire.
They plan to visit as many homes as they can, and one thing they mention is that they are only here to help. So if you don't have a working smoke detector, you will not be fined. They are happy to install one completely free of charge. And Mike from Rockford Fire recently shared some of experiences responding to these calls.
Thing for us as firefighters, those of us who do the investigation do end up having to get involved with photographing the remains and things like that and determining how the person passed away. We've seen everything from small children to the elderly and in between. It's something that you will carry with you the rest of your life.
Something they want to emphasize is that fighting fires is everyone's responsibility, so don't wait for one to happen, especially because most people don't think of a fire breaking out in their home until it's too late, which is why they start with fire prevention, and they really want to educate the community. Just some quick stats I want to share. From the moment a fire starts, people have only about 3 minutes to get out of their home in time, and this is where a working fire detector comes in, especially because house fires are more common in the middle of the night when you're sleeping.
It hits us every time we have a tragedy. Anytime we have anybody that gets burned or gets killed or dies in a fire as a result of a fire, and we find out that there wasn't a working smoke detector, it really hits us hard. Because one of the most important things that we can do here in the fire service that's non-emergency related is public education.
I think times like these are definitely a wake-up time because it's so true. How many times do we think about this? How many times are we thinking, oh, maybe I should check my smoke detector, make sure it's working, make sure I have a plan with my family. And you know, Manny, just last night I was cooking dinner and that smoke alarm went off. And no matter how annoying that alarm was in the moment, I stopped and realized, oh, wow, I'm glad I know this is working and I should probably be checking it more often.
Dylan, I can't even remember the last time I checked my own smoke detector back at home. I'll definitely have to check when I get there. And you're completely right, Dylan. Sometimes they are a little bit of a nuisance, but it is a sign there that they're there to protect us.
Exactly, which is why it's so important to really make sure these are in place. And that is why, again, Rockford Fire Department will be going around nearby neighborhoods to Station 6, door to door. And if you want them to make sure that your home is safe, they're always welcoming phone calls so they could come in and help you out. For now in Rockford, I'm Dylan Valencia with 13 WREX.